Today you, tomorrow me. Most viral Reddit stories are loud, fast, chaotic, easy to forget. But this one, people don't forget. It starts on a cold roadside, on a rainy night, water streaking across headlights, engines passing without slowing. A man standing alone beside a broken car, and a moment that almost never happened. Because if one van hadn't slowed down, this story wouldn't exist. And neither would 4 words that changed how millions of strangers treat each other online. Today you, tomorrow me. Before we go further, hold on to this image. A stranger hands you food, warm, wrapped in foil. You sit in your car, rain tapping on the glass. You open it, and suddenly, your chest tightens. Because inside is the money you tried to give them. Would you chase them? Would you argue? Or would you finally understand? Years ago, deep inside a Reddit thread about hitchhikers, between jokes and chaos, one quiet comment appeared. No dramatic title, no attempt to go viral. Just a man describing a moment he couldn't forget. He was stranded on a highway. Flat tire, no tools, cars rushing past, spraying rain, never slowing down. You know that feeling, when the world keeps moving, and you're invisible? Minutes dragged, cold air, wet pavement, nothing but headlights and noise. Then, far down the road, a van slowed. Not new, not impressive, just tired headlights pushing through the rain. Inside, a migrant family. They barely spoke English. They didn't have money to spare, and still, they pulled over. They stepped into the cold rain, knelt beside him in the gravel, hands dirty, clothes soaked, and without hesitation, helped a stranger. They bought tools, they changed the tire. They poured water from a jug, washing grease from his hands, like kindness didn't need translation. Think about that. The people who had the least, gave the most. When it was over, he reached into his wallet, $20. A small thank you. They refused, he insisted, they shook their heads. That should have been the end. But it wasn't. I read this years ago and it still messes me up, one Reddit user wrote. Another said, I've stopped for strangers because of this story. As the rain softened, the daughter looked at him, hesitated, and asked quietly, Are you hungry? She handed him a tamale, still warm, wrapped in foil. Nothing dramatic, just food. He walked back to his car, closed the door, silence, rain against the windshield. For a moment, he just sat there. Then, he opened it. The foil crinkled, steam rose slowly, and for a second, it looked like nothing more than a simple meal. Then, he noticed something folded, something familiar. His breath caught. Inside was the same $20 bill he tried to give them. Not taken, returned, hidden, inside kindness. And right there, the story changed. It stopped being about a flat tire, or a roadside rescue. It became about a truth people rarely say out loud. Sometimes, the people helping you aren't doing it because they have more. They're doing it because they understand. Tomorrow, it could be them. More comments poured in over the years. This is the moment I realized strangers aren't always dangerous. I say today you, tomorrow me every time I help someone. He ran back toward the van, heart racing, money in hand, trying again. The father just smiled, a small smile, calm, certain, and said, Today you, tomorrow me. No lecture, no speech, just 4 words. Carried away into the rain, as the van disappeared into the night. And maybe that's why this story never left Reddit. Because it wasn't loud, it wasn't flashy. It felt real. That family probably never knew they became internet legends. No viral fame, no recognition, just a ripple, moving outward, stranger to stranger, year after year. People started repeating the phrase everywhere. Random acts of pizza, roadside rescues, quiet moments nobody filmed. And every few years, the story comes back. New readers find it. They pause, they feel something shift, and maybe, somewhere, they decide to stop for someone else, almost like the internet itself learned empathy. Here is our Genie's Daily Digest editorial stance. The internet runs on outrage, speed, noise. But stories like this survive, because they slow you down, they make you listen. Today you, tomorrow me doesn't make you a hero, it makes you human, because life changes without warning, roles flip, roads get lonely, and someday, you might not be the one offering the tamale, you might be the one hoping someone stops. What would you have done in that situation? Do you believe? Drop your thoughts in the comments, like this story if it moved you, and subscribe for more stories like this.